2 minutes early.
I know what I got to do. I'm going to go ahead and share this on my channel. Hold on.
What are you doing?
All right, we're live.
I'm going to share the live stream on the channel.
How do you do that? I'm not even going to ask. It isn't like I'm going to be able to do any of that shit.
I'm just going to pull up the live stream on my phone and link it over to my community tab.
My community tab. I'm going to link it over.
All right, here we are. We're live, and it's time.
Guys, how long has it been since the three of us have been on a live stream together?
At least, like, I don't know, 4 months?
4 months? I think longer than that.
Right?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably been about, what, 6 or 7 months?
Yeah, I don't think we did. I don't think we've done it in 2024.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you fellas.
You too, man.
Hell yeah.
Your face is looking clear as ever. I'm always jealous of your fucking camera whenever I see your stream.
That cameraman.
It's lighting. So like I invested in a camera. I invested in lenses. The biggest difference maker is lighting. And so if you put in the money, and it doesn't even necessarily cost that much. Like I want to say one of my lights was actually one that you recommended. The other one is like a $40 or $50 light. So I think I'm probably like $100 in on lights, but once you get the light setting, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, did you send me them lights, Doody? The link for the lights that one time we were talking about?
I did, yeah. If you want them again, I'll send them again.
Yeah, man, because now I want some lights, man.
It'll make a huge difference. I have two of these big ones, and I have one on either side of my desk pointing down when I do like tabletop shit, and it's pretty nice.
Do you get hot though? See, that's the thing, bro. You guys
it's a little hot, but I mean, your videos are like what 10 minutes.
Yeah,
that's fine.
You're right.
So I think what we should do to get things started, because it's been 3 months. We planned this. We planned the Manix mod mayhem, or at least that's what I'm calling it, 3 months ago.
Yeah,
that's when this journey started. And you know, the crazy thing is when I look at it from a bird's eye view, I'm like, I didn't go through what Jason went through on his modification journey, because he went through. He had a fucking journey.
Yeah,
but I did run into some roadblocks, and I think that you know when you stretch out something like this for 3 months, you're gonna have a little bit of a story. So for me, I had an idea in my head of what I was going to do, and what broke the flow was the damn pocket clip. The pocket clip messed everything up, because I don't know about you fellas, but pocket clips, like the traditional ones, at least for me, I don't like. For example, MXG on a Manix does not look good. You got
it's like super deep carry. It like hangs over the top a little bit.
Yeah, it looks weird.
Yeah.
And so that was my first plan. That's out the window. Then I decided to try out the rock scale clip. Did you guys see the rock scale clip that they released?
Is it new?
Yeah. I'll show you. I ended up putting it on my Para 3. Anyways, the rock scale clip is like this little thin Tonto style clip. And it looks good on a smaller Spyderco, but not on the big old scales that you get on the Manix 2.
Yeah.
So that one was out.
Did you buy that one, or you didn't buy it?
I bought it.
Oh, you bought it for you put it on Para 3.
Yeah, I bought everything on this one. You know, last time we did a mod off, I had a couple different places that donated scales. This time around, I knew what I wanted. I wanted no variants of that, and so I bought everything. But I ended up with like 3 extra clips. Is the moral of this story. So, Jason, what happened on your journey, man? I think the people need to know.
Shit, buddy. Well, you know, in all fairness, like, you know, we talked about it, but we never committed to like the actual date. Like, we were going towards the end of May, so I thought I had more time than I did. I started trying to burn, you know, how they say it, too many irons in the fire. I had wanted to do a chopped with blade chops. I had wanted to have a chopped Manix.
That would have been pretty sick.
I think so too.
Yeah.
But you know, in the grand scheme of things, the way the vendor I went with for my scales, which we'll address when we get to that time, I had a couple of, I couldn't make up my mind. I had two options I was going to go with, two variations, and it got to crunch time, and yeah, same thing. But I was fortunate; I didn't have to buy anything but my clips. But touching on that same note, it was hard to find the right clip because I felt like the clip could fuck up the build. Like I could get the perfect scales and everything, and then you're like, fuck. So I kind of went reverse. I kind of got the clip first, and then you started going with the options more so with the finishing touches on the scales.
Yeah.
Now, what about
my clip is the one thing I don't love on my build. The clip is the only thing I don't love on mine.
That's a good topic. What is it you don't love about your build? Like, what would you have changed if you could have?
Yeah, mine's the clip. It doesn't. Okay. It goes with the color theme, but like the clip, you'll see when we get to it. But
yeah, I mean, for me, the one thing I don't love, I'd say the one thing I don't love is the ball cage, because I wanted to keep it American made. And you strung me along for like 3 months that there was an American-made option out there. So like, I probably spent in total about an hour digging through Google, like, where the hell is this American-made ball cage? He swears. He said, I'd never shit you.
I didn't know you did that.
And I believed him. And so there I was typing away, trigger fingers on Google, could not find it to save my life. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go with the Flightanium ball cage with the tritium inlay. And I had it on my list. I had it budgeted out, and then I realized, I'm like, this looks good in pictures because they make it look good in pictures. The tritium is awesome, but you can only see it in the dark. I'm not going to be showing this knife to anybody in the dark. True. Like I still think that it's an improvement, and I think I might get it later. But purely for the purpose of the competition, I was like, spending the extra cash now on something that no one's going to be able to see. Like, what am I going to do? Turn off my lights?
Yeah.
So the ball cage is the stock ball cage on mine, and it works. There's no issue with that.
Yeah.
But I'm disappointed because like I had this idea in my head. I'm like, this motherfucker is going to glow. It's going to glow. I thought that would be so cool.
But you know what, man? Maybe this is a time, if people are listening, an American company start manufacturing fucking ball cages for these Manixes.
Yeah, it's the only thing that's not USA made on my knife is the ball cage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Because there's nothing.
Yeah, you could spray paint the motherfucking plastic one. You could Cerakote, you could
color. It's not the color. Jason, have you ever tried a titanium ball cage? Like they feel better.
They feel a lot better. I got one on my other Manix. Yeah,
like the issue that I have on with the stock is that it always feels a little bit slippery. I'm gonna
be honest with you about the ball cage. The only ball cage that has ever broken on me was a Flightanium one. I have never had a stock one break. I got one from OCD from EDC. It broke in a year. They replaced it for free, but that was the only one that ever broke, was a Flightanium one.
I bet it was aluminum.
It was.
See, the titanium ain't gonna break like that. It has a much higher shear strength. Aluminum is a terrible option for something like a ball cage because you're putting so much force and pressure on that to lock and unlock your knife, especially based on what you end up using the knife for. So if like for everybody out there that's looking at doing it, if you're going to do the ball cage, get it done in titanium. It has a much higher shear strength.
So yeah, for the giveaway tonight, we're giving away both the loser Manixes.
My connection is bad. I can't hear you. I'm losing you.
He's going through a canyon.
Oh shit!
The ball cage is I can't show you on mine.
I got a spare one.
It's the mechanism that holds the ball bearing in the block.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a ball bearing in there. Okay, before we show these, I want to propose a plan.
Uh-oh.
I want to do this again, but I want to include the community in the contest. So we'll pick a knife, probably a Spyderco because they're the easiest. And
Yeah, please don't pick Benchmade.
Yeah, no. And we'll just say, it could be a build you already have, whatever it is. Send in a picture of your best, whatever PM2 build. We'll show them all on the stream, and everyone will vote, and we'll pick a winner, and we'll give them a knife or something.
I got a caveat to that same thing. I think what we should do, maybe you have the viewers submit pictures of their builds. That way the rest of the community doesn't see it. We as a group can say, pick maybe the top 5 and maybe bring them live on here to display their shit too.
That's a good idea.
Something like that, that would make but some people don't want to get on the fucking live. So I guess I understand that too, but.
Yeah, well, I think we could do something like that for sure.
But that's a good idea, man. Definitely.
Well, who wants to go first? Is it time?
You know what? I'll go first.
Okay.
No, somebody's got to go first.
That's
I'm
right.
going to put you in solo mode here.
Oh, all hey. Right. The screen is much bigger now. Okay, so this is my build. I'm calling this the Alien Boss build. And the highlights on here are these Alien Frag Pattern Titanium milled handle scales from Boss.
Ooh.
The hardware is all T8 rock scale design titanium screw set. It's got a blue topographical lanyard plug because I'm not really big into lanyards anymore. And then on the back side, it's got a matching titanium alien frag milled pocket clip, 3D milled. This was one of the only clips I could find that didn't have a lot of overhang on that clip, which you'll run into if you use something like a deep carry MXG clip or even a Lynch Northwest deep carry clip. I like this clip because it's nice and comfortable. What I don't like is that you cannot use any T8 aftermarket screws on it. You have to use the original stock screws that come with the original stock pocket clip for this knife. So that's something I'm not a huge fan of because the stock screws are not necessarily that durable, and they're T6 screws. So that's a bit of a bummer. For the blade, it is a regular DLC coated mirror finish on the edge. I did that myself. And S30V. I don't know. I bought this the blade about 3.5-4 years ago, and it was one of the few Spydercos I've had that I did not actually modify up until now.
Looks fucking good, man. That scale, when I first saw it, I thought it was like some kind of Damascus or something. It looks wild.
It's a little on the crazy side.
I mean, I don't think it's too busy. I think it's, I don't know. I think it fucking goes.
Do you want to disclose? Are we going to disclose total spent, or are we keeping that secret? What do you guys want to do on that?
I haven't totaled mine up. I'd have to go back and look at shit.
I mean, I believe the scales on this one are about $165. Okay. The tie screws from Rock Scale were actually carryover from the PM2 builds that I did because I ended up with an extra titanium screw set. So I didn't spend anything this time around, but I believe those are about $25. The lanyard plug was $65. The clip was $85. So I think I'm all in all, not counting the knife since I've had it for 3 years, I'd say roughly $300.
Okay.
That's including the knife or no?
No.
Okay.
So I originally got the knife. What was it? 3.5 years ago. I think it was $165 back then.
Yeah, I think they've gone up.
They have.
Right on. Fucking sweet build, man.
Fuck yeah.
You want to go, Jason?
Since this is your channel, we'll let you go last, and I'll go next.
Alrighty.
Okay. First of all, I need to give a big thank you to Original Goat for sponsoring me on this build. you know, like Rolo had me tease a little bit. You know, I had a lot of issues going up. I kind of didn't know which way to go. I had multiple builds going. I bought 2 fucking Manix 2s. I decided to settle on the Magna Cut version, which is a lightweight. So because it being a lightweight, that kind of limited me as to options for scales. But it just so happens that Original Goat came out with some brand new ones. So my thinking in doing this mod was I kind of wanted to stick to the original colorway. If you're not familiar with the colorway of the lightweight Manix 2, they come in a yellow, and forgive my camera because it's shit. But they come in like a lemon zest yellow or some type of a yellow. So keeping that in mind, I have the same color. I have a yellow base. These are the gun stock aluminum scales from Original Goat. They're yellow with black splatter. Also being a lightweight, I was kind of boxed in as far as hardware because they use the self-enclosed, or they use a male end and a female end as far as your hardware goes. So I had to keep that stock as well as my ball cage. But for me, I think the real thing that pulled it in for me was the Rips Garage Tech milled titanium pocket clip, DLC coated. So that's what we got going on this one.
I'm gonna pull up the photo because it makes it look a little. You can see the yellow a little bit better.
Yeah, camera looks like shit, but
let's see. How do I do that? Can you see it?
I mean, I see an old screenshot of.
What are you seeing right now?
All I see is like the picture of the 3 of us. I don't. Yeah. I don't see
Oh, okay.
hold on. Picture of the.
Hold on. Hold on here. Okay. Now can you see it?
No, it's literally when I went like that.
Okay. Well,
it is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, can't fucking do it. Can't do it. Let me see if I can make it look better or something. They're yellow, motherfucker. That's what they are. They're fucking yellow.
It's a nice bright yellow.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it looks like Jason's knife got hit by a school bus.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dude, it's the most unique Manix I've ever seen.
It's gun stock, so the gun stock pattern is what the scales are, and then I kept the same color theme as its original.
So you had to order those special from OG. You had to tell them to do the spider thing, and
yeah, and they were great, man. They were fantastic. I can't thank them enough. Big boss lady Marty and Mr. Dan. Go ahead and use code fucker and get yourself 15% off any purchase at Original Goat.
That is the most blatant discount code I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm surprised they gave that one to you.
Hey, they're wonderful people, man. They're not scared, you know.
All right, Doody, what do you got, man?
All right, I guess this is my turn. All right, mine is right here. I've got this is my 15V Manix, the triple B 15V. These are Metenboss scales. These are Sagaiha patterned, but they aren't. It's not a milled on there. That's actually like a lasered pattern. And then for all the hardware, it's all brass. Except the hardware is titanium anodized brass colored, but the ball cage is actual brass. The lanyard plug is also actual brass, and the clip, which we were just talking about, don't love the deep carry clip. It's the I think it's Lynch, right? Yeah, how it hangs over like that. I did get the brass one, the brass coloring on it. It didn't quite show up as like shiny brass as the rest of the hardware. But I think if I would have had more time or thought about it, I would have gone with like one of those milled clips and have it like, I don't know. I don't think they make brass versions, but I don't know. I could do something like that. But it's got a nice polished edge also from, I think Lacey did that a while back. And That's pretty much it. So it's all American made except for the ball cage was which was from Flightanium. Everything else is from, I think I got the hardware from, I can't even remember. I know it's USA though. So there we go. Full brass and Sagaiha.
I gotta say, man, that like when you showed that to us initially when we were all done with our builds, I thought that was super clean.
It looks better in photos, but yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah. See, one thing that I like that y'all did, but when I ordered mine, I had them do the non-lanyard hole version. Being that y'all had that lanyard hole, I like the plug. I really do. I like the way
the plug, yeah, brings a lot to it, I think.
Yeah. Like for me, I just hate having because I was looking at these scales, right? And I was thinking these are gorgeous scales. A lot of milling, a lot of effort went into them. And having a big old hole in the middle of these beautifully milled titanium scales, it hurt my heart. And I wasn't initially planning on doing a lanyard plug. And then I saw that they had one that fit the rest of the scales. I was like, I got to do it. I got to do it. Yeah. Especially when I decided I wasn't going to do the ball cage, because I was going to do a tritium inlay ball cage. But it's like, you know what? I'd much rather spend the money on something that people can see, that I can see. Because I don't know about you guys, but when there's something that bugs me on a knife, I will only focus on that every time I carry it.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta fix it. For some people, it's like blade centering. Like I can get over that most of the time as long as the action's right. But if there's a physical defect or a physical flaw that I don't like, I will hyper focus on that.
Yeah, same. Also, I think I just figured out how to show the photo. Here, let me see if it works this time. Can you see that?
Mm-mm. I was
What?
you talking about the photos that I sent you, right?
No, there's a photo of my knife on the screen right now. There should be.
Oh no, there's a photo of the three of us.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like Jason's searching for a UFO.
Either that or I'm doing a fucking a little thing with that thing.
No, bro.
There was a time.
One more time.
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
See, there you go.
Okay.
That's the way they should have.
Yeah, look at how clean that is.
Yeah. See, that's the way it should have been shown.
That looks way better than the
fucking
I mean, if these were actual milled with that pattern, how cool would that be?
Right.
I want to see mine up close too. You got mine up there?
Yeah,
I thought we were doing fancy photos.
No, I mean, what? Mine was a cell phone photo, but it looks
better.
This
is a cell phone photo.
Duty's got the planter and everything. Look, Mr. October over here.
I don't know what phone you have, but you must have a shitty one.
I've got a Samsung S24 Ultra.
Well, that's where you fucked up right there, Samsung.
I used my camera phone because Jason was scared.
No, tell the truth.
Photos.
You were the one that's scared. Doody and I were like, no problem, great idea. Let's take pictures. And Rolo said, I'm not gonna handicap myself. You fuckers in the chat have no idea how much of a diva this guy is. Okay.
You know how much time I've spent learning how to use this camera, this one right here, get the settings right, get the angles right. Like,
I get it, man. You have something really nice, you want to fucking use it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
B Devious wants to see Rolo's again.
All right.
I'm gonna put you on solo again for another look.
So this is a full tie build. Everything, of course, except for the stock ball cage. So the lanyard plug is titanium. The pocket clip is titanium. The hardware is titanium. And it's called the Alien Frag titanium scales because it has this blue topographical anode that's going on.
I wonder how they do that.
I have no clue, man. I have no clue.
That's so weird.
Mettenboss is a freaking genius, though. Like, his work is next level.
And let's see yours again, Jason.
This fucking camera. I mean, this lighting sucks, but here we go.
I tried to pull your photo up. It wasn't working.
Yeah, pull it if you could, man. But These are yellow, guys. I know they look like fucking like it's some weird color. It looks like, but they're yellow with black splatter, and it's gun stock pattern with the DLC coated fucking milled titanium pocket clip. Magna cum laude for the steel, and we also kept it original as far as ball cage and hardware because this was a lightweight. And unfortunately, we can't see my picture, but my picture looks better than it does here. Big thank you again to Original GOAT. They showed me love, and I didn't have to pay $1. So,
all right, I'm gonna make the poll. Create a poll. Okay. Add option. Add option.
Use a flashlight to light it. Hold on, this guy said use a flashlight. I don't fucking matter. So you couldn't get my picture up there, huh? I'm fucked.
No, if it's not letting me for some reason.
Oh, fuck it.
Okay, create a poll. All right, that should be it. Let me know if you guys see it pop up in there. I don't know if we'll see it in StreamYard or not, will we?
I'm not seeing anything yet.
Yeah, probably not. Let us know if you guys see it in the chat. It should be up there. Just click on who you're voting for, and we'll check it in a little bit.
Oh, you mean the poll?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you were talking about the banana asphalt sundae.
Oh. Yeah, I don't see.
Jason, I got to say, you're a good sport, man. Like, the thing about me is I get uber competitive. One of my favorite things about competitions like this is that the opportunity to talk smack.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's my thing. And earlier, like the yellow scales with the black splatter is ambitious. I got to say, it's ambitious. But there's a lot of really creative names you could give that knife.
Hey,
Yeah,
Asphalt Sunday. That's my vote.
what did you do? Say that again?
The banana asphalt Sunday. Bright yellow with black spots.
It does, yeah, kind of the sprinkles.
It just goes to show you're not a true Spyderco aficionado like
I've
myself.
always thought that their
I
yellow
decided
handle
to
scales
keep
were
it
ugly.
within the parameters of the original build. This is the Salt series, and that's my fucking philosophy. Goddamn. At least I ain't a ginger, because Ginger over there says I wouldn't want a knife that looked like an old banana when pictured. Well, I wouldn't want to be a fucking ginger. How about that, buddy? Okay, right back at you. Okay, so let's amongst us, let's be honest. And who do you think? You know, obviously you're going to always vote for yourself, but let's be honest. Who do you think? You know, let's each say who we think which design or which mod looks best.
I think it's between myself and Roll, probably.
You motherfucker! Don't you dare.
Being honest here, I just
Hey, honesty. I want honesty. We want honesty.
Man,
Yeah.
if you want honesty, man, yellow is not my thing on knives. I love the scales that you picked, and I'll say this: I think that I think it looked better without the yellow ano. Like, you have a build. You did 2 builds.
I did multiple builds. Yeah.
I know what that's like because I did that when we did the whole PM2 mod. I did 2 different builds on that one. But I'm telling you, the original stock gun stock scales are like that's
those are
that's
so
my
sick.
pick,
Yeah, I
man.
love those.
Like, I'm just gonna put this out there. I think that you should have gone with that one. Because yellow is not my thing. Yellow, like, I wouldn't put it on a car. I wouldn't put it on a knife. That's just me being honest.
Plot twist. There's 2 more entries we didn't show.
Last minute.
Last minute.
How many Manixes did you build?
Just 2. Just
What's
2.
that black one?
Just
The
2.
black
The
one.
black one is that's also original GOAT. That one is with a
Oh, okay.
FDE. That's River's Edge Cutlery exclusive.
So I checked it out on the live. The poll is on the live.
Okay, cool.
Live. I don't even know how do I do that. How do I do that? Go to the live on YouTube or
On
something?
your phone or something, yeah.
So go to your channel, right? Go to Doody's
Yeah.
channel and then look for the live.
And none of us did anything with our blades, which I thought was interesting. I thought maybe one of us would do something with the blades.
I thought for sure Jason was going to do some crazy chops, some crazy regrind. You know, we were talking about it. And like, I just wasn't ready to do that because I was looking at the geometry of this blade, right?
What?
And one of the things that makes this such a great knife is the fact that the cutting geometry is excellent.
Oh, yeah.
And just
super good.
kind of like how ergonomic keyboards look terrible, but they perform really well.
Yeah.
Same thing with Spydercos. Like people always say, oh, Spydercos are ugly. And then they buy one and then they end up buying like 50 because they start finding out that Spydercos are purpose built. And this one, I think this is quite possibly stock, one of the best looking American made Spyderco blades.
Mm-hmm.
It was my first Spyderco that I bought.
Me too.
I avoided the PM2 because I was like, that looks ugly. And now I have two. You know, it's the only knife that I have two of because I have a rule. I don't do multiples because if I have a multiple, one of them's not going to get carried. Like it's a waste to have multiples.
Fuck no, bro. Fuck. Couldn't disagree more with you.
It's a waste to have multiples. That's not a popular opinion. That's one of my unpopular opinions. But it's a waste for me to have multiples because I know I'm just going to pick a favorite and the other one's going to sit and collect dust. So for me, I carry everything. You know, whether it's my least expensive knife or my most expensive knife, it's getting carried. So if I have two of the same knife and I like one a little bit more than the other one's collecting dust and it was just an extra expense that I could have put elsewhere.
You know, I can't say that I disagree with you, if I'm being honest. But before I continue that thought, Doody, you let me down. This motherfucker's going to fucking win.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You let me the fuck down. This motherfucker will never let me live this down. Okay? I said that whatever you do, as long as he does not win, was what I had to ask for you to do.
You know what?
Congratulations, bro. Both of you.
I do got to say this. You're the only one of the three of us that got a custom anno job. And you have my respect.
Didn't fucking matter. Didn't matter. But
dude,
anyways, man, you know, it was fun.
Well, it looks like Rolo won yet again the mod competition.
Hey, you know what? Big shout out to Rody7420. Knife Dope took the most risk. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, without a doubt.
Thank you.
Without a doubt. You know, like that goes without saying. And sometimes when you take those risks, they really pay off.
Sometimes.
But ultimately, you know what I like about these mod competitions is that they show just how different everybody is.
That's
like there's a limited number of brands out there. And even though Doody and I both use Benton Boss, we got completely different scales, different materials, different results. You know, I'll be honest. I voted for Doody. When I saw his build, I was like, well, shoot.
Yeah.
That's the one that I would go for because it looks the cleanest. So thank you guys for the votes. I definitely appreciate that. And I'll make sure that I never let Jason live it down.
We know that's fucking the truth.
Undefeated.
You know what we can do for the next knife too, bro? Why don't we have people? We should put a vote to see which knife they want us to mod.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know?
Yeah.
Pair 3.
Pair
3.
I ain't got no pair 3. I do got a couple pair 3.
That would be a good one because I only own a pair 3 lightweight, and I would like a regular one at some point. That'd be a good excuse.
I think
good excuse.
I think what we need is more solid rules, right? So for one, I think that we need to cut the time period in half, like a month and a half.
Right.
Got to get it done in 45
Absolutely.
days. And then a price budget limit, because I'll be honest with you guys, I nearly went with a full zirconium build, and I was looking at them like, oh, pitch black Manix 2 blackout edition, black everything, and I started adding up the cost. Like the scales are $200+.
Yeah,
you know, like the zirconium clip was like 100, 150 or something ridiculous like that. Then a zirconium lanyard plug, like over $100. And that's before you even get to the knife, like before you even get to the blade. What is going on?
Yeah, that's wild.
So it was very nearly a full zirconium build on this one.
That would have looked fucking sweet, but yeah.
It's like, man,
I'm gonna post on my IG because I feel that you guys have not really seen this fucking knife and the beauty.
bring it up, man.
I'm gonna post a picture on my fucking IG.
Yeah, bring it up.
Not that it matters. I mean, fucking Rolo's a clear winner. Fucking,
you went through the effort of getting that custom anno job. I'll say it'd be a shame if the people couldn't see it.
Absolutely. See,
like all jokes aside, I like to joke around, you know, but I think that it's worthy because those scales look great. Original Goat does amazing work.
Yeah, I would have liked to see them like how they did that. I wonder if they had like they just like got some on their fingers and was like doing this kind of thing, or like what the fuck they did.
You know what? Well, we can find out in less than 2 fucking weeks, babe.
Oh, you're right.
We're gonna find out. We can ask him all those questions.
You're right.
That's right. You fellas are going to be at Blade Show.
Goddamn right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make this one. I know.
Well, maybe you plan for, you know, because we were at the same point last year when Doody wasn't coming. And I said, bro, you got to make it, you know, you got to make it a plan to do it next year. You should do the same thing. Start making it a plan now. And fucking, your OCD, if you really wanted to do it, you would see it through.
You can make it happen.
Yeah. No, I've got plans for Blade West. That one's a bit closer to me. Right. I'll be able to drive, so I won't have to worry about flying with knives.
I might even make it to West too. Where is it in
West is in Salt Lake.
Okay.
Mormon land.
Yeah, that's way closer.
But I'm told that it's quality over quantity with Blade West. You don't have quite as many people that have booths, but you do have a lot of good booths, is what I'm told.
No, the Super Bowl is Atlanta, baby. The Super Bowl of the Blade Show is Atlanta. Everybody knows this.
What state do you live in?
Georgia. I would love to go to the West Coast, man. I haven't been in the West Coast since I got out of the military, bro.
That'd be great, man. Yeah, you should come over to our side next time.
But you know, fucking, we'd have to figure out some lodging or something. Maybe Rolo covers the lodging. And saves us a little bit of money.
We're gonna be at a Motel 6, boys.
Nut to butt. We all gonna fit in this motherfucker.
Motel 6. Nah. So, did you guys carry your Manixes today in honor of the competition, or did you carry multiple?
I
haven't carried this at all because I was afraid that I was gonna patina the brass before I could get to show it. So now I'm gonna start carrying this thing.
I was gonna say I've been looking forward to being able to like take photos, share photos. I think I am gonna go through with the ball case switch. I'm not gonna go for the tritium inlay. I think I'm gonna go for a silver or a raw titanium finish because I think that'll match the screw set better. And then I'm gonna do a full video on this guy because you know, my opinion on this knife has evolved over the 3 years that I've had it. It's evolved. You know, I loved it when I first got it. It's the gateway, the Spyderco gateway knife for me. Mm-hmm. And then I got like 10 more Spydercos directly after. And then the other Spydercos made me like it a little bit less. I ended up liking my PM2 a lot more, the Yojimbo 2 a lot more. And then this competition has really brought it back for me because I have carried this. It's been hard because I talk about the knives that I carry on my live streams. And so to be like, yeah, you know, today I carried a QSP Hedgehog and never mind.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to actually get more carry time on this now. I think that the scales, moving to either aluminum or titanium scales is one hell of an upgrade because it feels better. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like there's nothing wrong with G10. But aluminum, titanium, it just feels better in the hand.
100%.
Way
100%.
I also think the action got better too.
Dude, did you guys, anybody change out the balls, the ball itself?
Not on this one. On my 15V one, I have.
Dude, with the ceramic ball, this is a crazy smooth Manix. I don't know is your guys' that like smooth?
So keep in mind, this is 3 years old. So
okay, yeah, yours super broken.
Yeah, it's polished.
I got that one tight.
Now, one thing I do want to mention is with these scales, there is no hardware on the back. There's no hardware anywhere back here holding the knife together because it doesn't have the stock lanyard tube that pinches it right here.
Mm-hmm.
So there is some slight movement right here.
You know where I experienced that, Rolo? What he just experienced, that happened to me on our first comp with the PM2 when I went to that Rocksteed or Rockstead, whatever the fuck, backspacer. I had the same issue. Like it was like you just did, like it squeezed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing holding anything back here at all. Nothing.
So I don't have that issue on the PM2. This is my rock scale PM2.
Rock scale, that's what it was. Yeah.
And I don't have any movement back here at all.
Well, what's pinching those scales together? Nothing, right?
Well, I didn't have I have rock scale backspacer, but I use Cerberus.
Oh yeah, because it has the hardware. Yeah. See, the Manix doesn't have any hardware back there at all.
Right. I don't actually I'm trying to see if I have any movement back here.
On your Manix?
Yeah. Yeah, there is I have to basically pull it apart, and there's definitely there's movement.
Yeah.
But I never noticed that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's just kind of interesting.
Well, you know what's interesting about that is that you wouldn't have that issue on the OG scales because those are a clamshell design.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
OGs are great, bro. I got 3 of them here, and I fucking love them. And then I got the AWT scales too, but I just love these fucking original GAW scales.
All right, so chat, help us out here real quick. What should be the next knife that we mod? And I think that we got to do this again, and I think that we got to include the community, but we also compete. But we
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Are we gonna open this up to everybody, or are we just doing us again?
I say we open it up to everybody.
Me too.
I'm with it.
Shaman, that would be pretty cool.
Ooh,
that would be pretty cool.
I didn't even know about Met and Boss. I didn't even consider when we talked about this comp. That was one thing. Like when you guys revealed it to me, I was like, "Fuck!" I never even looked at that website.
So I looked at them all, man. I looked at Rock Scale. I very nearly went with Rock Scale because I love their products. Rock Scale has beautiful fit and finish. Everything lines up perfectly. But I couldn't do Rock Scale twice in a row, and I wanted to try Met and Boss. I almost went with Applied Weapons Tech because I think their scales are they're very clean. They're very clean.
Yeah.
Most people
said Yojimbo, I would have considered. I regretted selling my Yojimbo recently.
Yeah, I also sold that knife.
Yeah.
Do
you regret it? Yeah, that's where I'm at, man. I never fucking carried it, but I fucking regret selling. AD20, that's a good option.
I already have a modded AD20 too.
Me too.
And now would be the time to do it because they actually been bringing down the prices on those AD20s and the AD20.5.
80-20.5.
The 20.5s are cheap now.
Are they really?
Yeah. Well, for everything but the textured titanium versions. Right. So, for example, you can get a full titanium with 20 CV Shark Cub, which I know is not a 20.5, but you can get that for $250.
I think so. Yeah.
The what? Shortcut?
No, the Shark Cub.
Oh, Shark Cub. You still got your Shark Cub? I sold mine.
Oh, I still got it. Yeah.
Still got it. I traded it.
So 80-20.5, pair of 3. We're seeing PM2 in there again. Guys, I already have 2 modified.
80-15? How about an 80-15? Are we staying with does it have to be American made, or are we opening it up across the board?
I'd say open it up. What we're going to run into is that there's not a lot of options. So if we open it up, it might actually be one of those where there's you could choose one of 2 or 3 different knives.
I think that's why it has to stay Spyderco, honestly.
Yeah, because for example, I only know of one company that does 80-15 scales.
Yeah. Original GAW.
They'd all end up looking the same.
Yeah. I think pair of 3, honestly. I mean,
I think that's the next.
Pair of 3 or Shaman. I'm good with that one too.
Shaman would be cool too, yeah.
Yeah. How about a Paisan? Make you motherfuckers go buy one.
Fuck you.
I was close, man. I almost pulled the trigger. Almost.
Also, I've never owned a Yojimbo, so that I'd be open to that too.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting another Yojimbo, man. I really shouldn't have sold mine.
Yeah, I had one. I modified the crap out of it, and then I sold it.
Me too, bro. Same fucking thing. Same thing.
It's really Spyderco or Benchmade if we're looking for the most options for modding, right?
Right.
I've never done a Benchmade.
Neither have I.
I honestly don't feel like doing that.
I've never done a Benchmade. I just
Pay
bought a
these
Benchmade.
inflated prices. No.
Yeah. I mean, a bug out with like nice titanium scales is a good knife, and I actually
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
But it's just you're gonna pay up for that.
Man,
shit.
like the issue I have with Benchmade is that they're out here doubling the inflation on the cost of their knives, asking the customer to fight the battles of industry. Like that's not my job. You know,
Yeah.
there's just as good American made knives from companies that haven't done that I'd much rather support. That said, we could make it interesting. We could pick it up on the secondhand market. So we could do like an open Benchmade modification challenge. Like you pick the Benchmade. Like it's up to you.
That's a good idea too.
And
Scott just said it could be any Spyderco too.
That too. There
any
you go.
Spyderco. I've already done 2 PM2s, so I'm probably not going to do a third. But
well, what do you say? Maybe like something like that. But do you think maybe we should have like a pool? Like let's say, okay, here you can pick from these 3 Spydercos, any one of them. You feel what I'm saying? Like you say, okay, do that. Or you can, leave it wide open. It don't make a fuck with me, but.
Well, so what's really cool about Spydercos is that there's some companies that do really limited runs on models that don't have a whole lot of aftermarket scale options. Mm-hmm. And so if you leave it open to different models, that actually allows you to actually go to those companies instead that maybe they don't make scales for the Yojimbo 2, but maybe they make one for like the Little Native.
That's another one.
And you could get like more points for like finding like a more unique blade steel for the knife or something like that,
I'll tell you what, if anyone can find me an American made ball cage for the Manix 2, you win. I will buy it.
That is the holy grail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Did I?
Did he close?
Oh shit.
There you go.
44 to 43. I mean, you're still winning, but I mean the
1%.
The 1%. Motherfucker.
So I like that idea. I like the idea of picking like 3 or 4 that you could choose from. I like that idea.
All right. So now we just need the community to tell us which knives are in that group. I think Para 3 is a lock.
Para 3, yep.
Para 3.
I'd say Little Native would be
That's
a good one.
Good little fucking idea, that Little Native.
I'd say Shaman.
Little Native.
Yeah.
And Yojimbo 2.
Make a poll. I know you love polls, bro. Can do a fucking poll.
I'll do it right now.
I don't think we could have multiple polls.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I got all those knives except for the Yojimbo, so I could start.
See, the only one of those 3 that I have is the Para 3.
Okay, so let's do Para 3.
Shit. Doody, 44%.
Ah!
Woo! Thank you, Jesus.
Woo! Stole the win.
Very nice. Very nice.
How the fuck did that happen?
Dude, it was a switch. It was
Did anyone change their votes? What was that? What happened?
I don't know. This might be some behind the scenes type of shit.
All right, so Para 3, Shaman. What was the other one? Yojimbo?
I heard the same thing about your girl, Jacob.
Para 3, Shaman, Yojimbo, and Little Native. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I sign off on that.
What were the 3?
Pair 3, Shaman, Yojimbo, and Little Native.
Oh, the 4. Okay, that's a good fucking good selection.
And yeah, open to the community. So, I mean, if you already have one, then you don't need to do shit. Just send us the best pictures of your sickest Spyderco, any of those 4 Spydercos. We will. I like the idea of looking at them. We choose like the top 10 or something, or top 5 even, and then we'll show those on a live stream and vote.
You know what we could do? We could have a creators bracket, and then we could have a community bracket.
Ooh, look at you, boy.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
See, we could see who else we could get in on this too.
Yeah, I'm sure we could. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see who would want to jump in.
Let's do it, man.
Chef Rocky says Spydercos are all uglies anyways.
Whatever.
Well, when you spell it Spyderco like that, you must be talking about a different knife.
How long do we have?
See that? I think Rolo said what, 45 days? Is that what he's going with?
If you can't figure out your build in 45 days, you're taking too long.
All right, 45 days from today.
Oh shit, we jumping on it like that? How about we start the Blade Show? God damn.
I don't know. Should we?
I got all the knives. I'm good. We're gonna start it from today. Let's put the date. Let's put the date on it then. So today's what?
Jason's sweating because he just got his build finished. He needs every day.
You people don't know, bro. You people really have no idea. These guys know, but y'all have no idea.
Should we just do July 1st?
Okay, what day is that on?
It's a Monday.
Monday. Does Monday work for you guys? Is Mondays or what?
Well, we could do the stream like any day that week.
I got you.
Yeah.
So it has to be submitted, I guess, by that day or something.
Yeah, and you know what we can do as well is, guys, we can set up an inbox for people to email in pictures of their builds.
Yeah. Good idea.
And that way we have a all organized and do screen shares. We can upload them to like Imager or Imgur. I don't know how to say it. And
that's how I should have shown the fucking knife pictures today. Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Okay. I love it. I fucking love it.
Congrats to let's see who the official winner is now still. Oh wait, goddamn, boy, you guys are going back and forth. It's fucking. Oh,
you're only
Rolo's only a fucking point behind.
Wow. When should we? I guess we should leave this open until we end the stream, right? That'll be the final.
I guess that would be right. Because you never know. 15%, I could turn this motherfucker around.
You could, man. You could.
Are you gonna ask for a recount again?
Plot twist. We got multiple fucking knives over here. That was just to get y'all started. Oh man, that's funny.
Hey, what's up? Let's we can show the builds again.
Yeah, for sure. So for anybody who's joining in late, this is what I call the Alien Boss Manix 2. It's the S30V DLC coated blade with a mirror polished edge that I did myself. The handle scales are Metin Boss titanium alien frag milled handle scales. It's got a titanium lanyard stopper, which is blue ano with white topo, and then of course stock ball cage titanium T8 hardware. On the backside, we've got the matching alien frag titanium milled pocket clip.
Nice. Hang on a second, because I'm going to go to Imgur and just get Jason's good picture up. Yeah, so stall for me for a minute.
All right. What's that pocket clip? You got that's Metin Boss 2, Rolo?
Yep.
And you said that what Alien Frag is the name of the scales. What was the name of the pocket clip?
Yeah, it's an Alien Frag pocket clip. So they didn't have one in blue, which is a bummer. So it's gray with the Alien topo ano, and then of course the frag milling.
And then the weirdo plug, fucking, what did you did that come with the scales, or that's an extra?
That was extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm going to replace my clip. I think I'm going to get one of those milled clips.
You know, speaking of clips, I want to see the one that Jason had Lynch Northwest make for him.
Oh, let me go get it.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Because he had something that he did that I thought was really cool. Is he reached out to a lot of different people. He reached out to scale makers. He reached out to clip makers. And he had Lynch Northwest make one of their old styles clips that they don't have for sale anymore. And he mentioned it, and I want to see it. Damn it!
Yeah, so do I.
Well, this was my other configuration I had wanted the GOAT to do for me, and I don't know if this camera's gonna fucking do it right, man. This is blue and bronze splatter.
That looks wild.
You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That fucking looks sexy as fuck. Now I got to try to find a knife to put this on.
Yeah, that would have looked weird with the yellow.
Maybe with the gun, with the fucking.
Soda Thief says, I want to see Rochambeau's Button PM2. Button PM2.
Do you have
an
a
Ultra?
You mean no. I did a review of a Paramilitary 2 Ultra, but that one wasn't mine. That one was Community Loaner.
Where did you get that? Community Loaner?
Yeah, it was I think it came from Todd Carr.
How long? That was a while ago or something?
Oh yeah. That was a video I did like over a year ago.
What'd you think of it?
So that one was weird because it was built for a lefty.
Ah, gotcha.
And I'm not a lefty, but it was enjoyable. And it just solidifies to me the fact that I don't know why Spyderco hasn't taken advantage of everyone's favorite variants of the compression lock.
Let's discuss that. What do you think was the rationale? Do you think they're kicking themselves in the ass now when they see the success of Vosteed, or you think they just don't give a fuck?
I think they don't care because they're so big that they're too big to care. Yeah. And to them, it's an extra expense. It's extra machine work. When you're putting out knives in mass quantities like that, everything is exponentially more expensive because you're not just making it, 100 times, you're making it thousands of times. But it is so indicative of where a lot of American-made companies are, where they're like, well, we don't have to. The regular compression lock is already popular. You know what? We did it as a collaboration because that's their justification is, well, it was a collaboration one-off. It's still a compression lock, but it was a collaboration. So we were willing to do it differently for this one maker because that was his design to add in that tab as a button. So I think that's a big mistake on their part. Because people love it, man. Like, honestly, I love it on my Vosteed PSYOP.
Yeah.
I carry this knife all the freaking time.
Well, Spyderco has done the same thing with the Manix, with the ball bearing lock. They just neglect it. There's only 2 models that have it, and it's
and the other one sucks, man. The Phoenix?
No, the Pical. I didn't even know about the Phoenix. Shit, I guess there's 3 models.
Hold on, I'll pull it up. It's the Spyderco Phoenix. Pretty sure it's Phoenix.
All right, I give up. You for some reason the picture you sent me, Jason, is in some weird format that will not let me do anything with it.
All right, can you guys?
Well, I'm not the race anyways. It's between you guys at this point.
All right,
I'm curious to see this Phoenix.
Let me know when you can see my screen.
Nope. Oh, there it is.
All right, so this is the Spyderco Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
DGT
lock though.
And it's like, man, this knife has issues.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, they could have made it so much better, but it's got issues.
Yeah, that is a weird ass knife.
And Spyderco is known for doing some weird stuff, but like, it's got the ball bearing lock, and then there's also another one. I think it's the Spyderco Dodo.
Yeah. See, but I don't classify that as the ball bearing lock.
But that's what it is.
No.
That's what it is. It's literally
that ball is huge, bro. on those fucking knives. And
It's hideous,
a lot
man.
harder to actuate. I don't classify that as that. Fuck that.
I've never tried one of those. So you're literally just grabbing the ball itself, right?
Yeah.
Having the ball it fucking self.
Yeah,
Grab the Spyderco by the balls.
But yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm falling back in love with the Manix. It really is, I think, one of the best Spydercos.
Yep, I agree.
You know, speaking of the button actuated compression lock, a knife that we didn't include on that list, but I think we should, is the Spyderco Smock.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think we should take off the little native and put the
Let's
smock
do
on.
that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
So Yojimbo, Para 3, Smock, and the Shaman.
And the Shaman.
Yep.
I like it.
That's so many options. That's what I like about it too.
That's a shit ton of options.
So many.
I mean, even with everybody participating, I don't think we'll still get the same knife twice. Not even close.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Dr. Drew Dude said I'll give you $100 for that yellow knife. Right?
Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
Hey man, you'd come out on top though, wouldn't you? You didn't. You said
I
you
bought the knife. I bought the knife. It's a brand new fucking.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And the goddamn pocket clip.
Give you $100 profit.
Yeah. I saw you the scales for $100, motherfucker. There you go.
I mean, those scales they're the only ones in the entire world.
Yeah.
And you know that's got to be worth something, right?
Oh, they're one of one.
Yeah.
They're one of one. Yeah.
It's worth 14% in this goddamn poll. That's about it, buddy.
Honestly, dude, once you get up to like I don't know, 50,000 subscribers, you can sell those scales. Sign the inside of them and sell those things.
Yeah. It looks better in person, is all I can tell you.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's beautiful. I don't give a fuck.
Which one do you think you guys are gonna do? I miss my smock every day. I might do smock.
Yeah,
so
I might do a smock.
I already have a modified smock.
Yeah.
And I love this knife. But I have plans. So, like for example, I won't use this knife. I'll tell you guys that. I won't use this knife. But I've got plans for this because this would have been the perfect knife to do for our upcoming mod competition, because these are custom Kevin Smock scales made by Kevin Smock. He does all of the milling and stuff himself. I did a video on it. He liked the video and he sent me some of his custom bearings, which he normally only puts in his custom knives. And then on top of that, it's got a matching purple Anno Lynch Northwest deep carry clip. So this would have been my entry. However, what I want to do to these now is I want to do a kind of like a barked finish on these flats, but leave the purple on the internal or on the milling.
All right, that'd be cool.
Where's the flats? I can't see.
So like
okay, I got you.
On the scales.
On the scales, all right.
And then maybe see about getting a DLC finish on the blade.
What color? Purple?
DLC?
Yeah.
You can get purple DLC.
I don't know. Cerakote. You have to go Cerakote.
Oh, Cerakote. No.
Yeah.
I would go for DLC on the blade. These are just Anno, but what I don't like about purple Anno is that purple Anno looks great until you actually handle it. And I found this out with the Lynch Northwest clip and with these scales. These look completely different. If you were to take some rubbing alcohol and get any oils from your hands off of them, it's more of a royal purple. But then the moment you handle it, it turns more into a lavender. Yeah. And that's what I learned. So what I would do is I would actually hit the flats of these scales with kind of a rubbed barked finish, kind of like what you see on the Rotten Evo.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would leave the engraved parts as purple Anno.
God damn, this thing went back in Doody's favor again.
What?
44%, bro. 131 votes.
It's going to be a toss-up here at the end of the stream.
I don't know, man. Before we went live, I had a prediction.
What was it?
It was Doody. He said that
I predicted Doody.
Yeah. He predicted you a couple days ago. We talked about that shit.
Yep.
We'll see. Oh, you know what? We have to do the giveaway. Hold on.
There's a giveaway.
Oh shit!
Hold the phone.
Uh-oh.
What's being given away?
This is my giveaway roll. Let's see. How about a CJRB frack?
There you go.
There you go.
This thing is massive.
S90V, right? Is that S90V?
No, this is the ARPM9 one.
They make a premium version of that with titanium and S90V though.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. No, this is the frag stainless version.
How's the action on that fucking? I've never got to try one. Although
it's honestly pretty good. I mean, for such a heavy blade, it's actually pretty good. And this is a huge knife. I mean, like
big boy,
really, really
big old girl.
Hey, real quick, Lonnie Hutchinson wants to see your Manix again.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't show yours again, bro. Only he did. Change them votes. Just do the picture, bro. The picture really fucking shows that.
Bam, there we go. Oh, I got to stop your screen. There we go.
Yeah, that's a great photo, man.
There she is. All right, let me get up the giveaway tool.
Stonehand says, "Did Artisan try to pull one over on us?" I'm assuming that's a comment about the AR RPM9 situation.
Oh yeah, that's kind of interesting.
Did you end up? Did you see their press release that they did?
No, I didn't know they did one.
So like I talked about it on my live stream. It was a pretty hot topic for a couple live streams. But essentially, what happened was Laren Thomas released his video on AR RPM9, right? Blowing the lid on the fact that it is not, in fact, powder metallurgy. Right. It is what's called spray form, which is somewhere in between regular ingot-based metallurgy and powder metallurgy. It's better than ingot-based metallurgy, but it's not as good as powder metallurgy. The difference is the size of the carbides. The carbide structure is much finer in powder metallurgy than spray form. And so we were talking about it on my live stream, and a lot of people wanted Artisan Cutlery / CJRB to do a press release and to acknowledge the fact that this information came out. And they did. And they basically said, we claim our ignorance, are the people that make this steel for us. You know what? We understood it to be powder metallurgy, but now we see that it's not. So they took full accountability for the misinformation that they put out there. And then they said that they were actually in communication with Dr. Laren Thomas and they were going to meet with him soon. So they took responsibility for it, which I appreciate. I'm a consumer too. I know that we're all consumers here. So as a consumer, I appreciate that. My stance on it is that it doesn't really change how I feel about the steel because I've had so many knives with AR RPM9 and it's a good performing steel.
Yeah.
And so for me, I'm not really all that disappointed in it. I think AR RPM9 is great. It's essentially a better version of 9CR18 because it's spray form, so you get better particle size. Mm-hmm. I like it.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with it. Yeah, never. I don't know. It really. The only thing that really matters is if they knew or not, and you could debate that whether you think they knew or not. You could say there's no way they're diving as deep into this as Laren Thomas is. Of course, they're not they're not going to know these little details about it. Then you say, well, you should know, or yeah, I don't know. Regardless,
I got something to say.
it's out now. It's a decent steel. It works good for me. So, and they're trying to.
And it's on like $50 knives. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
I get all that, and I understand all that. But that being said, if this was, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to make a big deal about it, but I feel like if it would have been an American company, we would have fucking rode their ass until the fucking sunset, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, but they know better. Like,
but they should know better too, bro. I mean, tell me, you're selling these fucking knives, okay, and you're making this proclamation, which is what they hung their hat on, the fact that they were giving us a budget powdered metal steel. Like, that's what was always pumped.
That's true. I mean, they really nailed that fact.
I mean, right, bro. They rode that shit heavy, and then sit there and play ignorant. That's not okay either, though.
So what's really interesting is that they called it powder material.
Did they really?
Not powder metallurgy, powder material. So I don't know. I think that, you know, it's possible that they could have known more. It's also possible that they could be completely ignorant. And yeah. I say that because there's so much misunderstanding around metallurgy. I mean, there's a reason why there's one well-known knife steel metallurgist out there. Like, I would challenge someone to name another metallurgist other than Dr. Larry Thomas who puts information out there so frequently that you can actually look it up.
Triple B.
I don't know of any.
Not a doctor, but Triple B.
So
I would classify him as being just up as well informed. As a matter of fact, they collaborated on that whole.
He's up there, yeah. That's true.
But let me run this one by you too. God damn it! I just forgot what I was gonna fucking say. Disregard, I guess, at this point. I swear.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I don't know. And there was also the thing about how it wasn't really named properly either.
Mm-mm.
Well, let me tell you why I think they're up to some fuckery. They sold me last year at Blade Show. One of the reasons why I kind of felt a certain way about fucking CJRB, and this may be petty, but it fucking irked me. They sold a knife to me and to other individuals at Blade Show as a Blade Show exclusive, and less than 24 hours later, they offered it to the general public on the fucking website. But they were, you know, they were like, oh, you got to get this now. This is the Blade Show exclusive, Blade Show exclusive. So I fell victim for it, bought the fucking knife, and less than 24 hours later, they had it available, Terry. So, you know, that really rubbed me the wrong way.
I get it. I get it because that's happened to me. I'm going to wait for Jason to come back, but it happened to me and it wasn't on a cheap knife either.
I'm just putting some food in the micro.
So you like Arcane Designs, right?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
You probably like them more than me. I've only bought 2 Arcanes ever, which was...
That's one more than I ever bought.
Okay. Well, actually... Yeah, I did buy 2. Yeah.
So the only Arcane knife I ever bought was the first initial run of the Arcane Plexus.
Me too.
It happened right after Elijah Isham passed. May he rest in peace. And at the time, the word that was being put out was, this is the only run that we're going to do. We're going to fulfill the pre-orders. Right. We're going to do this initial drop, and that's it.
I hate that shit so much, man.
And so, like, man, I sold stuff. I saved up. You know, at the time, that was one of the more expensive knives that I had bought. And I bought a Plexus because I'm a huge Elijah Isham fan. Love his work. The man was a insane genius. And I was like, this is my opportunity to get in on this because they're putting it out there that, well, I mean, he's dead. So we're not going to get any more of these Plexuses. Like, they put that out there.
Yep.
They rode that man's like passing.
Yeah.
And that bothers me. Like, I could see how you'd be irked about CJRB saying this is a Blade Show exclusive. Just kidding. Here's all these knives to all these other people that didn't make it to Blade Show. I think it's 10 times worse when you're a company that capitalizes on your collaborators passing away. Like, that is.
And I remember that initial drop because I got one too. And I vaguely remember like him stressing the fact of how they were. This was like our joint venture. Like, we were friends. we were working on this until the untimely passing. Like I remember that, like you say, them writing that, you know.
Well, I don't know. I don't have as much a problem with that as them saying this is the only time we're doing this, and then them doing it again.
Right. Well, they didn't just do it again. They did it like 4 or 5 more times.
Yeah, that's what really bothers me.
Like he's been releasing plexuses multiple times a year.
Yeah.
I was so upset. I was so upset about it. You know, to me, I feel like it's just dirty. And I get it. It's business. He's got to make some money. But he has so many other good designs out there that he could capitalize on. But he's still pumping out plexuses.
I hate that.
So for me, like that rubbed me the wrong way. I sold my plexus. It was a great knife, but I just did not agree with that business decision.
Fucking Kumu did it with the I think it was the second time they ever put out Padres. He said, "This is it. Padres are done. I fucking sold some shit, got my Padre, super happy with it, and now there's been like 3 more Padre drops.
Got a goddamn crossbar lock version. No, thank you.
It's just annoying. It's like you feel taken advantage of, you know.
Well, not in Arcane's defense by any means, but do we know if that is new knives or is it original batch that is left over, old stock from the original run?
They're new because the original batch was I think it was M390 or 20 CV, and the new stuff is Magna Cut.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's completely new stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's different because they're not saying there's only going to be this amount of pre-orders and nothing else. Usually they say like we're going to have some extras,
right?
That will sell. All right, let's do this drawing. We got 78 folks. All righty, here we go.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that I missed that fucking
One moon. Congratulations, you have a frack.
Congrats, my man or my woman, whoever you are. One moon. Did anybody in the chat get one of those Lamias today, man? That shit slipped right by me, bro.
Man, I saw that, but I can't right now. And also, I want to try a Lamia before I buy one.
I'll bring mine with me when I see you.
Okay.
So you can check it out.
You tried one, Roll?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
The one I'm right now, I'm holding out for a mini Arius. I'm kicking myself because I had an opportunity to buy not 1, but 2. Because initially I was holding out for a full-sized Arius. And then I started looking at the like the size comparisons. And that's when I realized the full-size Arius is bigger than what I had anticipated. And the mini is actually the size that I probably should have just gone for. I had 2 opportunities. I had an opportunity to get one with the pattern handle scales and the blue hardware. And then I had another opportunity to do with the bronze hardware, burnished flats, pattern.
What made you not do it? What made you not pull the trigger?
At the time that I could have gotten in on those, I was holding out for a full-size Arius.
Okay.
I did the exact same thing. I tried the full-size Arius. I was like, wow, this is bigger than I thought it was. It's a little too big. I like something a little more compact and EDC friendly. And I tried the mini, and I was like, yeah, this is way more my size.
Yeah, because you like the rosy size, right?
Yeah, that's like my perfect knife size.
So having tried both, what's your comparison thoughts?
Rosy and mini Arius?
Yep.
Oh, I'm a rosy guy all the way.
Mini Arius all the way.
Yeah, we're split on that one.
All right, I gotta know the why. Like why the rosy?
It's a way better design, way better. The mini Arius has a choke up spot, but it takes away blade length to have that. It's all up in the blade. With the rosy, the choke up spots all back here in the handle, so you have way more blade length to use. It's ergonomically.
Measure. Did you measure on your bit? Did you measure cutting edge on both of them? Yeah. Okay.
In my review video, yeah. And also, you're choking up on the handle. You're not up in the blade, so it's just more comfortable to grip. There's more meat there. I I just like the looks better. I think it looks like a better knife. I like how the action feels better. I like that it has the double detent balls, so you don't get the double clutch thing. I like the milling patterns that Oz does better than the stuff that Koenig does. Everything, just really everything.
So I was watching your follow-up video on that, and it kind of hit me because I was watching your follow-up video on that, and you mentioned in your follow-up video that you hadn't carried it, that you'd avoided carrying it. Have you moved on from that?
On the Rosie?
No, from not carrying it.
From not carrying my Rosie?
Yeah, because I know in your video you mentioned that you weren't carrying it because it was an expensive knife and you'd gotten over that.
Are you sure I was talking about the Rosie? I've always carried the Rosie.
You probably was thinking about me. I made that statement about the Rosie.
Yeah.
See, I don't watch too many knife channels. I watch these guys, and then I do my own stuff. But I was thinking about it in the terms of, how many people, I go on Knife Swap and I see all these Ariuses and Rosies getting sold, and they're always never cut, never carried, never cut, never carried.
Yeah.
And so from a collector's standpoint, you get something like that, and you're like, man, it's got this great choke up spot. It's got this finish that I like. It's supposed to be more durable over time. But if you never actually get a chance to experience it, isn't that kind of a crying shame?
Oh yeah.
So
totally.
For me, I'm being extra careful. I'm treating it like a first tattoo.
Yeah.
I want it to actually to mean something, because when I buy either the Arius or the Rosie, because right now it's a toss up, it's not going to be a knife that I turn around and sell, because I am going to carry it.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're going to carry it, you shouldn't buy it if you're not planning on. You should know what you're going to do with it, right? You should know if I might pass this on to somebody, so I can't carry it. Because if you do, the moment you carry it, the moment you get an extra little scratch or something, boom, $100, $200 off, and all of a sudden you're in the hole.
Yep. And that's really the telltale sign that you really love a knife is when you get it and you start fucking carrying it right away.
Yep.
And yeah, I've carried the Rosie almost. I didn't carry it to work for a while because of all like the metal dust and shit. Like it's just really hard on knives. But I carried it every single weekend religiously. And then the last like 4 months, I've started even carrying it at work now too.
So question for you. Do you have any knives? Do either of you have any knives that you don't carry, that you refuse to carry?
Carry or use? Like how hard use?
Like carry. Like if it's in your pocket, you might use it to like open up, a plastic bag or whatever.
I don't think I got any knives. The closest knife that I had that fit that description was the Rosie for me. Some of it had to do with the blade finish. And just like you were saying, that was the determining thing for me was I didn't feel right I wasn't using it and I didn't feel right. That was an expensive fucking knife to not be cutting with it. I sold it,
Yeah. I use pretty much every single one. I don't have any knife that I will not carry. No.
What's crazy? It's really started to hit me. All the money I spent on these expensive knives, I always circle back to Spyderco. And it's just like, they've got everything I fucking need. Geometry, blade cutting geometry, blade steels. I mean, I really could fucking be good with just some Spydercos, Manix 2, Para 3, Native 5.
Yep. They have the best knives.
They do, man.
In a general sense.
So B Devious messaged. He says Rolo hasn't experienced higher tier knives yet. SPK, Brown, Rosie, Arius all hit different. So I have experienced higher tier knives, but they're like custom knives. The Sean O'Connor knives, Darac steel. I've done multiple videos on customs, and those are knives that I consider to be higher tier just in how they're made. But as far as like the higher tiered mid-tech production knives, not so much. And I think that for me, part of that comes from wanting to experience as many different knives as I can. So I can either put aside $750, $850, over the span of 2, 3, 4 months and sit on that cash, or I can experience 5 or 6 different knives that are, in the $100 to $200 to $300 range. Because for me, I'm like you guys. I won't buy a knife that I won't carry. I think the most expensive knife in my collection right now is $650, and I carry the shit out of that knife. That was a Strider AR 0.75. Love that knife. But I think about it like, would I really carry a mini Arius? Would I really carry it? Because one of the things I like about the Rosies are that they look like they are carry friendly in their finishes. A stonewash finish, you never have to worry about putting a scratch on a stonewash finish. But a bead blasted finish or a raw titanium finish, like you wear your ring on the wrong finger that day.
Yeah, you're fucked.
There it is.
That's why I would say go for the Rosie, because you're going to get that blade finish that's going to make you want to use it even more.
Right.
Yeah. That's
so for me, I just want to experience as many different knives as I possibly can. And there's always I do this thing where I'll save up money for a more expensive knife. And in that time period, what happens is 2 or 3 knives drop that I really want, that I have to pass up because I was saving up for that more expensive one. And then I get the new one. I'm like, was the wait worth it? Should I have waited? Should I have passed on those other knives? Sometimes the answer is yes. And sometimes I feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
But I guess that's just part of how it goes.
I mean, I feel like there's no possible way you wouldn't like a Rosie, but there's people that don't like Rosies. So I can't say, I just can't say.
Great ergos for sure. Absolutely. I loved it when I got it, man, but I just think that it was just not getting used, and that was bothering me. You
think if you had one with like a full stonewash like mine, you'd probably use more?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I may try one again at some point,
Yeah.
But I tell you,
they're getting a little easier to get nowadays. A little bit.
Oh, yeah. The best knives in the game right now are Brown Knives. He's manufacturing the best fucking knives, USA made. What is the eye roll for, sir?
Man, because every time I see one, I want one really bad.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought you were disagreeing.
No. So when we start getting into the upper echelons of knife collecting and Brown, Cortex, or FSD, I think that they're probably in a deadlock for a tie. The Rosie, regular size, not the XL. The mini Arius, I still want a regular size Arius, or at least to try one out. But we're talking about what? That's easily $3,000 right there.
Yeah, probably.
In knives.
That's so much money, dude.
$3,000
for fucking knives.
And then I'll tell you something else that kind of made it easier for me to get rid of that area was I really fell in love with Quiet Carry and what they've got going on and what they're doing. That's just the cheat code, man. $340 is the most expensive one of their models is going to cost you. They're using exotic steels. Their fit and finish is second to none, and their pricing is fair.
Yeah. For what you get, those Taiwanese made knives are really good.
100%.
Have you noticed that we never know who the OEMs in Taiwan are? We know who the ones in China are.
Right.
But we don't really know. Have you ever heard of a Taiwanese OEM factory name?
No.
Is it all the same factory in Taiwan? Taiwan's not super big, right?
I'm sure there's probably 2, maybe 3 big ones and do most of the stuff.
There's Cold Steel. Cold Steel has knives made in Taiwan.
Well, I don't think Cold Steels are being made in the same place that Quiet Carries are.
Demko. I think Demko uses the same Taiwanese manufacturer as Cold Steel, though.
Yeah, probably.
So there's Demko, there's Cold Steel, there's Quiet Carry, there's Spyderco.
Yeah.
What is it? Okaso. Okaso's having their knives made in Taiwan.
I haven't liked any of those fucking knives.
So I tried out the CDC Solstice, which is an Okaso knife. It's an Andrew Demko design, but it does not look like any other Andrew Demko knives out there. I was actually impressed. I don't generally go for a gentleman's carry. It kind of had this ice pick type feel to it because it's a slender handle scales. $235 S35 VN in titanium. But I really like the pocket clip design because it's a short clip and it wraps around to the other side. So it's a true deep carry. Will not snag on any fabric. And the spine was stout. Like I felt like you could stab that through a solid block of car door and not have any issues.
Off grid, are they? I didn't know. I guess they're Taiwanese too.
Really? I didn't know that. I thought they were Chinese. Huh.
SOG.
SOG's Taiwan? No.
That's what Mimo's saying.
Are they really?
Investigate, Rolo.
I'm looking it up right now.
I know you are.
Are they really made in Taiwan?
I didn't think so, but hey.
All right.
But yeah, as far as like fit and finish quality goes, I think Quiet Carry is the best, right? From Taiwan.
Oh, man, they're so good.
Yeah.
I would argue that Spyderco's Taiwan knives are pretty damn good.
They are,
yeah.
You know, like one of my favorite Taiwanese made Spyderco's recently was the stovepipe. And that's one of those that I wish I'd pulled the trigger on last year around Black Friday, because I could have got one for like $250 or $300.
Oh man.
And they go for $450.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying, oh, the stovepipe isn't that great. The stovepipe isn't that great. I borrowed one from Blade Ops and I did not want to send it back, but I also don't want to spend $450.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
What is it worth? Like, what should someone pay for it realistically, you think?
Realistically, if you're like me and you love that knife, I would say wait for them to be discontinued, because undoubtedly they will be. Yeah. It's just a matter of time. Once they go discontinued, you'll see the prices drop on the existing inventory. I'd bet bottom dollar on that is probably somewhere around $300, and that's what I would pay for it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm trying to find out where they mention where their knives are made for SOG.
Let's also wrap up the stream here in a couple minutes.
So it looks like, according to Wikipedia, many of SOG's folding knives and multi-tools are made or assembled in the United States, with the higher priced folders being made in Seki City. And the fixed blade models were originally made in Seki City, are now made in Taiwan.
No shit.
Huh.
And they do have some in China as well. So they do Japan, Taiwan, China, and they have multi-tools that are made here in the States.
Oh, they're all over the place.
How come, you know what I wonder, man? Maybe besides Rockstead, I guess. I was gonna say, what's another good Japanese knife brand?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot.
No. You know, someone tried telling me the reasoning for that. And I think like they're into swords as opposed to pocket knives or something, when someone was trying to tell me something like that.
That might make sense. Yeah, I think I'll do the same thing there. Yeah, just wait around.
250-ish, man, I'm in. If you find me a brand new stovepipe at 250, I'll buy it right now.
That's on washers, right?
Yeah.
Is it washers? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh shit. I'm 10% on battery.
All right, let's end it, folks. That was great. Let's check.
You won, Doody. I think you won by 2%.
He did by 2%.
I pulled through. I can't believe it.
Congratulations to the winner and to this second place motherfucker over here too.
And I just wanted to beat Jason.
I know it, motherfucker. I just wanted to beat you. That's why this relationship works, buddy. That's why it works.
All right, guys.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, dudes. We will see you next time.
All righty. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Later.